The Hockey Hall of Fame houses some of the most important memorabilia in the sport's long history, including this mask worn by goaltender, Hockey Hall of Fame inductee Ken Dryden, to this stick that was used by Paul Henderson. Both Henderson and Dryden were on Team Canada in that iconic and legendary 1972 Summit Series, a series that changed the sport in Canada.
Bernoyer has it on that wing. Here's a shot. Henderson made a wild stab for it and fell. Here's another shot. Right by the score!
We're celebrating 50 years since that moment, and I hear how it's changed the game, but how do you feel that it impacted the country of Canada when you won that series?
Well, I think that, I think the best evidence of it is that the population of the country at the time was 22 million, and 16 million people watched. And even though it was a Thursday, even though it was a work day through the entire time of the game, and a school day through the entire time, everybody watched.
I'm curious, so you have after, like a year after, 2 years after, people still celebrating that moment, then a decade later, it turns into this legacy. When did you kind of notice the shift in how people were treating the event?
That's a good question, and I don't know that you ever quite do. That I think that when it's 50 years now, that you can confidently say that it's not my opinion, it's not the next guy's opinion or the next person's opinion. Actually, history's decided. History has decided itself that this was a really important moment. And then I think that's where we are right now.
For the last 5 decades, though, you've been larger than life. You're a multi-Stanley Cup winner. You have a huge statue of you at the Hockey Hall of Fame. Have you had to even buy a drink in the last 5 decades?
Any friend who's watching would say he's never bought a drink in his life anyway, before or after. But it's really nice. I mean, that as awkward as it can be at times when you're trying to do something and a lot of people are there, that for some reason you are a part of their life and they want to approach you, and it's important to them that they do. And it's really nice to share that. And so we're just plain lucky.
The 1972 Summit Series exhibit here at the Hockey Hall of Fame will be open to the public until the end of 2023. For City News in Toronto, I'm Lindsay Dunn.